Hello everybody and welcome to another video review. I'm going to be reviewing a movie that came out. It was in theaters a couple months ago. I didn't see it in theaters because it's one of those movies that's, it's a Magnolia film, so it's either on demand or on iTunes, stuff like that, and it's released in select theaters. And those select theaters are never near where I live, so I had to wait for it to come out on Blu-ray because I'm not buying on-demand movies. I'm not into that thing. I'd rather just have a physical copy. And the movie I'm reviewing is Stage Fright. One thing I have to say that bothers me about this is, put it back in, is that I bought this at Best Buy, right? And of course it has this thing on it, and it's not a sticker, so I can't remove it. It's on the artwork. I mean, the artwork's not that inspired anyway, but it just bothers me. I hate these things. It's just like I want to peel it off, but I can't. I don't know who thought that was a good idea. It's just obnoxious. And yeah, it's cool that it comes with a bonus disc, but don't intrude on my artwork, please. The next time, just think that through. That's obnoxious. But anyways, on to the movie itself. Stage Fright, it's about this girl named Camila, and she works at this camp called, what was the camp called? Does it say on here? No, it doesn't. It doesn't say. It doesn't say what the camp's name is. It was something kind of stupid, but whatever. It kind of has like the stereotypical chorus camp name or musical camp name. But it's whatever. It's just she works at the camp and she wants to sing in the musical, so she gets the part. And yes, this movie is indeed a horror musical. There is musical numbers throughout the entire movie. And the musical numbers, for the most part, aren't bad. Some of them are weird and out of place, but for the most part, they are really well done. And I really like the heavy metal ones that take notes from Judas Priest. Those are my favorite ones because I am a Judas Priest fan. I love heavy metal, death metal, black metal. I like all of it. So hearing that in it was a breath of fresh air. And even when they would there was a couple moments where they combined it with like the more choir-esque music numbers, and that was pretty funny. But anyways, the plot is, and like her mother dies when she was really young, doing the same show that they are doing in this movie. And then 10 years later, the camp counselor says, "Hey, I want to bring back this musical." And then they're just like, okay, so they're going to do the musical. It's the 10th anniversary of her mother's death. So they decide to do it, and of course, murders ensue. But the thing is, like, this is how most slasher movies, and no matter what area you're from, except like some movies did it better. But there's the first murder to set up the plot, downtime, the random murder to make sure everyone remembers, yes, this is a slasher movie, and then, but of course, within that downtime, there's like those weird, creepy moments with certain characters, and then, of course, the actual horror slasher film at the end. Scream Park did differently, where there was more murders throughout, but they weren't as impressive. They're kind of just like very independent. It was a very independent movie, so I give it a pass, and I really did enjoy Scream Park. This movie has very good gore. That's one thing I'll say about it. It has way better gore than Scream Park. Then again, this movie had a bigger budget than Scream Park, so that was a good thing. I think it would have been better if, like, I'm not sure how well it would have translated to the plot if they would have had more kills throughout the movie and not had that stereotypical downtime that is seen throughout most 80s and 90s slasher films. And this is what this is. This is an 80s slasher film. And it is well done. I really enjoyed this movie. It probably will be on my favorite films of the year. I do like it way more than critics and internet reviewers in general I've seen are liking it. Like, it has a 30% on Rotten Tomatoes, both from critics and viewers. So it's not that bad. I recommend seeing it. Blu-ray, if you can get it cheap, I got this for like $17, so that's a good price for a brand new Blu-ray. Even though with most places you find, it's like, I don't know why Amazon has it for like $23. Don't spend $23 on Stage Fright. If you spend $23 on Stage Fright, you're insane. I didn't watch the special features. What I'm doing right now, this is completely after I just finished watching this movie. This is a good movie. The gore effects are really good, and even the acting's not that bad. I have to give a lot to Loaf. He did a pretty decent job in this role. There are a few good jokes in it. The stereotypes kind of bothered me, but it's supposed to be like an 80s style slasher film, and of course the stereotypes abound. One thing I found annoying was that, please don't take this the wrong, like there's a scene where he's just like, this one guy, he just says, I'm gay but not in that way. Like he likes musicals and stuff like that, so people would assume he's gay, and that makes him feel gay and stuff like that. And then this other character shows up, and he's like, "But I am gay in that way." And the only reason why that bothered me is like, it's not the fact that he's gay. I don't care, but it's just like they only kind of tack that. I'm not sure if they were trying to make fun of it, try to shock somebody or whatever. But the problem I have with it is just like, one, it's not needed. It's one of those show don't tell type of things where it's just like, if he's gay, good, just kind of offhandedly mention it because it's no big deal. Like I feel as though we're at this point in society where I think this whole anti-gay thing is being blown out of proportion. Maybe it's just the area I live in, but most people I know, just if people are gay, everyone's fine with it. And I'm a very conservative person, and I don't even mind gay people. They're like, I don't see any problem. Like, there's no problem. Like, you like what you like. I like weird things. Most people would find it like weird. So it's no problem. But I just feel the way they handled it was a little too tacky. They don't even it doesn't go anywhere other than a few gags. And like I said, it's really I'm not sure whether or not they were trying to make fun of it, or they were just trying to make fun of the people who make fun of it. That's the only problem I have with it. Like I said, it was a little weird because it's just, you can't tell what the tone of it, but of the situation. But other than that, it's still a solid movie. I'm not gonna knock it too much for that. It is kind of a nitpick, but it's no big deal. The stereotypes, they're here and there. Some of the characters, do go nowhere. Like most of the kids in the camp, they're pointless. They're just there. They're not even there to be cannon fodder. Just a few of them are. The kill count's not that high either. There's only like 4, maybe 5 kills throughout the entire movie, which was kind of disappointing. But at least most of the kills were very bloody, and I appreciated that. So that definitely was solid. But if you are going to get any movie that came out this week, just pick up the Blu-ray of The Raid 2. One thing I will say about this, though, is that it's very short. It's only like 88 minutes. I think that's the exact runtime it says on here. 88 minutes, yep. And The Raid 2 is like 2 hours long. But The Raid 2 is way bloodier, has way more action. It's faster paced. It doesn't feel like 2 hours, where this one does feel to drag on a bit longer. And if you want to see a very well done modern slasher film, just get Cabin in the Woods. I promise it is way better. But still, saying that, Stage Fright is a good film. Most of the critics didn't like it. And most viewers didn't like it. I enjoyed this thoroughly. I really do hope it gets a better cult following. There was this one really stupid and pointless jump scare at the end, and if anyone sees the movie, you'll see exactly what I mean by it. It's very pointless. There was no, okay. It got a couple good reviews. Of course, they put the good reviews on the DVD. Cross between Glee and Sleepaway Camp, Stage Fright is creepy and frequently quite gory. I think what would make Glee more interesting is if it had a body count, because that show's terrible. And Sleepaway Camp, it's, of course, just pick the most. This is better than Sleepaway Camp. I think this is better than the first Sleepaway Camp's the only good one. The rest of them are just really dumb. Like, they didn't need to make sequels to Sleepaway Camp. I hated the Sleepaway Camp sequels. I'm not gonna lie. And I actually saw them on Chiller, and Chiller isn't. It isn't censored. They show everything. That's expanded cable, so they can show everything. At least as far as I know, Chiller shows everything. And I was really excited to see it, and I saw them, and I was like, these are stupid. But I wound up seeing, and yes, I did actually see them on DVD eventually, but I'm just like, these aren't that good. I don't know why. But this is better than Sleepaway Camp. I think if they're going to compare it to, I think they should have compared to The Burning, because The Burning is the best camp slasher movie in my opinion. Mixes bloodshed and Broadway, deliciously adds hilarity. There's only a few jokes in there, it's not that funny. A face-melting horror musical ripe with infectious energy and deadly sing-alongs. And yes, this movie has a lot of energy, and it does have a lot of heart, and it's It's not a remake, it is an original idea, and I'm happy someone tried to fuse horror with musicals. And yes, I know it's been done before, but I think we need more people willing to take risks with the horror genre, or else it's just going to get stale. Even if they are just lightly adding something new, we need to start adding more to the horror genre rather than just letting it just be as it is now. We gotta cut it off with the remakes, cut off with the found footage. Even though I do like found footage movies a lot, we just have to start doing things more like this and taking risks. And now I do want to watch the Legend of Beaver Dam. Hopefully that's good. It's a short film. But anyways, like I said, if you're going to pick up any movie on Blu-ray this week, get the Raid 2 because it is a million times better than that. I'm not saying that as a bad thing. I'm just saying the Raid 2 is just that phenomenal. And definitely spend your money on that instead because it is better. But if you do want to see a good, fun slasher film, just pick this up, whether it be on Blu-ray or DVD. Definitely check it out. I highly recommend it. I give it a solid 4 out of 5. But if you do want to see a better slasher film that I would rank higher, check out Cabin in the Woods. Anyways, I'll catch you guys later.